Hi everyone, I'm Tom and today I'm going to be playing Vantage, which is the brand new game from Stonemaier Games and designed by Jamie Stegmaier. In this game, as you will soon see, we are crashing our spaceship and getting deposited on an unknown planet where we are going to discover things, perform skill tests, try and survive basically, and complete our mission, whatever it might be this game. And all from a first person perspective as well. That's what all of the cards are done in. Before we get started, I recommend you turn on the Klingon subtitles. If I made any mistakes, they'll be corrected there. Thanks, Steve. Always support me in the description if you would like. But thank you so much to Stonemaier Games for sponsoring this video. If you're watching this on the Stonemaier Games channel, hey, I'm Tom. You can check out my playthroughs and that if you would like to. But for now, we are going to play Vantage. So we start out at location 0 here, which sets the scene and does the last bit of setup for us. Weeks after receiving a mysterious signal from the Traveller, your ship arrives in the orbit of an uncharted planet. Create the total challenge dice pool. I have done that. The challenge dice pool is 8 plus 2 per player. I am 1 player, so there's 10 in there. Each player gains a different skill, select or randomize, and its matching character card. Let's randomize. So the skill and character we are going to get, it's the take skill. So I get a take skill token that's going to help me if I do skill actions, which I probably will over the course of the game. And we are going to be this character. And so we dig into the enormous box of stuff. Look how many cards there are in this game. Big ones are locations, vantage points we'll go to. So there's no spoilers there. Might have been something revealed. And the little ones are cards that we gain. So little ones, normal sized ones. Littler than the others. So we are playing Ariel the Engineer. So we'll see more stuff as we start doing action stuff. We've got special actions we can do on our character here. When we get the card, we get a couple of boost cubes on it. We can spend these boost cubes, 2 at any time, to get a coin or a move skill token. And we can spend 1 of them to reroll a challenge dice. We get another take skill token if the result's the same, or we can transfer reward cards from our grid. What grid? Well, over the course of the game, we're going to be building up a 3x3 grid of cards. So we've placed that in the middle and got 2 boost cubes on it. It's going to help us place some dice to achieve things on tests. And as we add things to it, we might be able to swap cards in and out. But it tells us it. Place the card in the middle of your grid and gain its when-placed benefit. Each player sets their time and health and morale tokens to 4. We're going to play the daring difficulty. You've got 4 different options of difficulty here. The rulebook suggests to start out with, we should do daring. I should say as well that for the solo game, there's no change, it's just that you've got nobody else you're playing with. In a multiplayer game, you are all on the same planet, but you are completely separated and in your own different areas. You can still help out in various ways, but yeah, you're learning different things about the planet from different ways, and it's not a campaign game either. Like, the only thing that persists is your knowledge of the world. So you might come back and encounter some of the same things and have some knowledge from previous plays of how to tackle those, or maybe something was a lot more difficult than you thought it was. But yeah, it's not a campaign with ongoing stuff in another way, or a legacy or anything like that. So number 4, the first player, hey, that's me, the only player, gains 2 skills at random and places the matching mission in the center. So we're going to determine some more skills for me and what our mission is. So we have got Engage and Look. And I can see here, Engage and Look is 1584. So there are a few ways we can win the game. One of them is to complete our mission. And we can try and do some things to achieve that mission. Collect a menagerie of animals. Have a total of at least 1 loyal animal plus 1 per player in grids or reserves. If you do, we read this here. We can also have a destiny victory, but we don't know what our destiny is until we have found it on the planet somewhere. You can have an epic victory if you complete both, but if you want to, you can define success any way you want. You can stop playing after a certain amount of time if you've got a fixed amount of time to play in. You can also run out of stuff, and the game doesn't necessarily instantly end. You read a storybook entry, and based on your mission, something will happen. So with all that done, everyone goes to location 001, which can be found on the back of the Book of Secrets. Here it is. The ship malfunctions. You have mere seconds to escape. Each player gains a different skill. Select it or randomize it, and place the matching location in your card holder and follow the instructions on the card. So let's randomize it. Randomize all of it. We get another Engage token, which is going to make us start at location 4. And so here we are. Here's my skill tokens. My grid will have on that other camera. Your escape pod seals tight, ejecting towards the planet in a completely different direction from the others. Gain 2 random skills and crash onto the matching location. You may re-roll pairs to get an easier location. I think it tells us for your first game you probably want to avoid the difficult ones. So we're getting another engage and another take. So we'll be good at those kind of things. Keep this card in the holder. Or normally, if I wasn't showing you this game from a bird's eye camera, everyone would have card holders, and you'd be able to look all nicely at your first-person view here. For our purposes, we're going to have it like this to obscure the back of your new location and future locations you visit. So for having these, where are we going? It's 739. The sounds of merriment can be heard from an overgrown island. So here we are. This is where we have crash landed. So as I said, the game is in first person. It's your vantage point. This is what you can see. So you are trying to infer some things from the artwork, from what you've been told of where you are. We've got 3 options of things to do. You can do an action on a card. So for us, that would be an action on the mission. We could do one of the actions on our character card and other cards we might get later on. Or we can do one of the actions on our location. So the types of actions are always the same, but the particular thing you're doing is different. So we've always got, I've got the box here to help me, move, look, engage, help, take, and overpower are the categories. And the skill tokens we've got will help us with those particular things. So we're hearing merriment of these sailors, pirates maybe, over on this overgrown island. So we can sneak in, we could prepare, we could boast, we could honor, extract, or raid. Just try and take something. We've got a couple of those. I like the idea of marching in straight away and just boasting. We could also move as well. There's a bit of a skill check involved in moving, just like these will involve some kind of skill check. If it's got a number, it's just a simple 1-cost action. These you need to look up in a storybook to see what happens when you try and move in those directions. So partly because of the tokens, but partly because I want to just march in and boast, we're going to do that. The game has many books. So you get the one for the action that you're particularly doing. We are engaging right now, so I need that storybook. And find your locations entry in there. So don't look at those other bits. We are doing a 3-cost action, boast of your feats in case anyone is listening. So this is a 3-cost action. So by default, we will be rolling 3 of these dice, and sometimes you can place them on your character card and stuff and take them away temporarily. But if you can't place them anywhere, they're going to generally cause negative things, make you lose time or health or morale. Make the dice go back in the pool so they refresh slower. You will always succeed at your things, but how much it costs you to do that will vary based on this. So we can choose to spend skill tokens to reduce the number of dice we're going to roll. I think I'm definitely going to spend 1. We only have to take 2 dice out of the pool here. And so we roll these dice equal to the remaining cost. It was 3, I've spent 1 token. And so we've been quite lucky here, actually. So this one here would cost me a time. I'd have to tick that down from 4 closer to 0. But on my character card, I can place a time die. The lightning bolt means that anyone could place a time die here from any action that they were doing. Now this one I can only place a die on if I am doing a take action. That's my special thing. I'll also get a boost cube for having done that. So I can't place this anywhere, but this is a blank result. It goes into the penalty box. There is no penalty for that. And it doesn't go back into the pool. So we have succeeded without actually having to pay for anything. But that slot does not clear out until we have gotten through all of these dice. So hopefully I can find some more things to help me. And so the book tells me, sure enough, 3 pirates emerge from the jungle and share their own daring stories and close calls. One declares that they had their wish granted by a magical well to the west. Another says they tamed a serpent in a cave to the southeast. The last pirate says they stole the mech suit found on an island to their back, but they've never gotten it to work. You can pay 2 boost to gain a vehicle or gain 2 boost. Vehicle? A boat. Mech suit on an island, we get a boat. I've only got 2 boost, but I'm going to pay it. Let's take those off the character sheet that we started with. Might regret this. Oh no, it is the mech suit. Ignore heat, cold, and hypoxia damage. We've got a few more places we can place dice. We can spend 2 boost from this to get an overpower token. And we can do an action on here, so it would be a very hard help check. 8 dice to upgrade this into an advanced vehicle. Replace this with a partial spaceship and gain a destiny. Oh, and it costs a boost to do that. So we have got Metal Gear Action 1. So placing that in the grid, just place it to the side for now. I don't think I've got anything that particularly wants things in a certain place yet. So I'm just going to pop it there. Okay, back to the island. So you can only do one thing per place unless told otherwise. So we've got to move on from here. They said there's a magical well to the west, so I'm going to do a move action. I don't have any move tokens, and I can't get any through boost tokens or anything yet. So we are going to have to do, if it's got a number, it's a 1 cost move action. So 1 die, and it gives us a blank. So yeah, that can just go back to the pool. Quite lucky with that. And we move on to 733. A large spherical object emits a near blinding light. I'm thinking, I don't know, I want a well. Search for the well? Maybe it's further west than this. Let's search for it. So 733 on search. Search for a path to the pearl. You find a narrow staircase carved into the back of the boulder, and you ascend the steps to touch the pearl. When you do, your mind goes blank, save for 3 glowing symbols. Choose one and gain the corresponding spell. Life, spirit, or mind. Spirit. Gain spell. 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay. So this is another place to place dice with a morale result. When placed, gain a boost on each card in this column. I think I would like one on my mech suit. So let's place it in here. It's a 3x3 grid, remember. I am going to pop that in there so we get a boost cube on Spirit Mana and also on the mech suit. I can spend a boost from here to reroll any unplaced morale results. It's quite nice. Got a Spirit Mana spell. Okay, we're going to have to move along. Let's go north. Can we go north? There's a star there. 733 tells me that we are going to be... Oh, you're going north, wasn't I? Trailblaze north toward the desert. So that's 3, and I can't help myself in any way. Got no skill tokens for departing, for moving about. But there's 2 blanks right away. Have I got something that I can put time on? I haven't, but I have got a space specifically for a move action. I can have any symbol on it. So again, no cost. Lovely. The humidity in the jungle has you sweating buckets as you head north. Go to 734. Here we go. The air crackles with energy from a rift above the gully. We could enter the rift, inspect, shout, heal, extract, destroy. We've got something to help with inspect. Be nice to just enter it. What if we try extracting? I'm the engineer. I'm meant to be good at these take actions. Let's try an extract. So this is a difficulty 4 action. Extract something from inside the rift. So I think I'm going to spend 1. So we've still got to roll 3 dice here. And then the next thing should hopefully free those spaces up. 3 blanks. Wow. Very lucky with that. So I don't need to bother putting them on anything because there's no penalty for blanks. You reach into the rift and grab blindly at anything you can remove. Your fingers grasp something wet and slimy, and you find yourself holding a giant piece of seaweed from the past. Gain Flora 1061. So this is Flora Red. We can do a consume action on this, just to see what happens, I guess. Or we can brew it for a difficulty 3 help action. Gain item X864, replacing this unless you pay a boost cube. We can do a boost cube if we... This is you have to do something on a card that's got that element on it. Let's pop it here. So we've got to move along. I think let's keep going... Let's keep going north. 734 north is Trailblaze north through the jungle. Difficulty 2. I'm just going to go for it. I haven't got any tokens I can spend. So anyway, talking as if I had a choice. So there's 1 from the dice pool, which is now empty. So we take everything from the penalty space and everything from everybody's cards and put it back in the pool to refill it. So now I've got those spaces available again. So for departing, we have got, that's just a blank, so I'm happy to let that out. This one is no particular penalty to me, but it goes back in the dice pool, so it's longer until you're going to reset it. I have, though, got a space on my cards specifically for that symbol, so I'm going to use that. Keep that pool getting emptied. Right. You slash through the jungle, breaking free into the desert. Go to 735. Oh, you can see an element there. It's not the element that we need for this, but, you know, there's an element that's come up. The shade of a nearby rock protects you from the sun, but you can feel intense heat emanating from the glass-encased sentient. Would you be willing to be in a menagerie? Approach, spy, greet, assist, steal, or attack. Greet. Hello, sir. I'm forming a menagerie. Oh, that's the overpower book. That's not what I'm doing. So it is a one-cost thing to greet the sentient. So I could just spend the token, but I'm going to roll the dice. I'm not going to spend my token. So time. I do have a space on my cards for that, so why not place it there? You tap on the glass and the sentient lowers their hands. They then step through the glass without impediment. You convince them to join you for a journey, and they suggest heading anywhere but the scalding deserts to the north. Gain sentient 1341. I've got a mech suit, I've made a friend with a sentient. It's going well, I think. So when players get 2 boost cubes, if empty, lose this card. We can learn from the sentient, flirt with the sentient, swindle, and duel. We've got things when we're doing specifically a create action, doing something on that symbol, and if we do an action with the sentient, it's got that symbol, or doing a move action if we pay a boost cube, that one. And we can pay a boost cube, this is Iggy, by the way. Pay X skills matching the current action to ignore the penalties of X challenge dice. So after you know that you need to pay them, you can use the skill tokens. I'm guessing there. Okay, I'm going to put you there with 2 boost cubes on you. So, a card action, we could learn from the sentient. We could flirt with the sentient. I mean, now that the option's there, maybe I should be doing something though. I don't feel like going north anymore. Maybe I should be doing something on this. What if we research or something on the menagerie? I've got 1 token there to help with that. So we can't do another thing at this location, but we can do things on cards. 1584 research. That is 2 difficulty. Research how you can complete the mission. This can be done once per game. I'm just going to go for the dice, I think. I'm feeling overconfident now with them. So we have got time and morale. So the morale can be placed on here and get me a boost cube, which is nice, isn't it? Time. What were we doing? A purple action. So I don't think anything helps us with that. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to pop that in the penalty, and we have lost a time. And we are told, on behalf of an interplanetary conservation fund, you're here to collect and protect a variety of animal species. Most wild animals can be convinced to join you, especially if you treat them well. Training can take a little time. Gain the Book of Animals. Okay, here's the Book of Animals. When placed, each player gains a boost on any card. Pop it down here. Pop a boost there. And we can... Oh, if I put it here, though, you can view page 22 of the Book of Vantages until the end of this turn. Ooh. We'll do that. We should move on somewhere. So let's not go north anymore. Don't want to go south. So let's go west. 436. So since there's a number, it's just a 1-cost depart action. It's going to cost time. Unfortunately, if it had been a look action, we can put time on there. Oh, we've got one for depart, haven't we? So that can go there. Lovely. 436. A broken device is stuck firmly in the sand. Push it, focus, activate, repair, hack, raise. Hack it. Activate it. I want to hack the device. 436, we're going to hack the device. Okay. That's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. 7. Oh dear. I don't know why I thought hacking some impenetrable alien device wasn't going to be too tough, but we can spend 1 token to reduce the difficulty of that to 6, and then just panic, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we reset the dice pool. 5, 6. Okay, cross your fingers. Oh, we got some blanks. Well crossed. And I think I'm happy with that. We could put some... We've got a space for one of these, haven't we? Just to not have to return it to the pool. We're doing a yellow action. So the health could go on there. Even though we have got one from there that gets us a boost cube, actually. And then this we could just let go back to the pool. Or we pop it on the hack slot. That went really well, I think. So what happens? The Runecaster's internals are a complex and nearly impenetrable array of machinery, but you are able to pair it to your Org suit. Gain item 1028 and 2 boost. So when you gain boost just generally, that goes to your character. Like from a location, from another thing, it goes on the thing that got you the boost. So that would be a blue Runecaster. can have a move action on it. Pop you up there, why not? Something happens. We get a destiny when we fill the grid. Okay, we need to move on, or we need to do something on an action. Okay, we can't go on much further without flirting with the sentient, can we? Let's do it. So flirt with 1341. Well, engage 1341. So it's 4 to flirt with the sentients. I will spend a token, so we take 3 out. And let's see what happens. We have got 2 blanks is lovely, and a time. I mean, we're doing something on that type of card, aren't we? So I think I can place that here. Lovely. And what do we get from that? Choose the matching response based on how many booster on this sentience. There are 2. Roll 4 skill dice if there is at least 1 engage result. So we're looking for orange. The book's not quite flat to roll on. Go over here. We have got an orange. You can just about see it. The sentient reciprocates with confidence, leading you into a glass orb to show you a projected map. Gain a boost on this sentient. So we could do that again. Now he's full up. Let's do it. So it's another 4. I'm not going to pay me a boost. 1, because everything's going to reset. And all of these spaces are blocked. 2, 3, 4. Unlocked, I should say. And let's see what happens. A couple of blanks will be lovely. 2 morale. So 1 can go there and get me a boost on the spell. And I could use one of these boosts to re-roll that. Or we could pop it there. Yeah, pop it there. What happens? Roll 5 skill dice, and we're looking for an engage result. More space rolling in here, isn't there? And we get 2 engage results. The sentient reciprocates with passion, posting their love on the exterior of an orb for all to see. From now on, do not spend boosts to place challenge dice on the slot on the upper left. Lovely. Okay, we should move on. Let's come away from the desert. Let's go south from here. 435. That's going to be a 1 cost move. So that is health. We can pop that on there and get a boost cube on the mech. Maybe we should just go for the big upgrade while everything's empty. I'd like to have like maybe 1 or 2 of those symbols, but we've got some rerolls and things. Could look at the book of Vantages. 435 anyway. This is the traveller speaking to us. This passage was designed to discourage those who are ill-prepared for the tricks of time and mirages of sand that await them to the east. Perhaps linger here near this rune instead. Balance, focus, consult, assemble, swindle, cleave. I'm just looking at the mech. Thinking I want to upgrade that mech. Let's consult the rune. No, let's swindle. That's apparently what an engineer would do. Let's swindle them. Swindle sentients into paying a toll to cross the stones. So that is 3 skill dice. I'm not gonna pay for it. Let's just see what happens. 2 blanks is lovely. And the heart we can pop on here because it's a take action, which gets a boost cube on here. Roll 6 skill dice to represent various sentients who fall for your con. For every different icon, gain $1. Haven't found any money yet. So 6 dice, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4 different things. And that's $4. These are the metal ones, the cardboard ones in the box. There's also wooden versions of these that I don't have. But I'm tempted. There's a playmat as well for your grids. So, if we keep going west, we keep going south. I'm going to go south from here. We're going to hike south down a mountain to a verdant valley. So that's 4 difficulty. A bit tricky here. 1, 2, reset everything. 3, 4. And let's see what we can get. 2 blanks is lovely. And then we've got a movement action, because that doesn't cost the boost cube anymore. And, well, specifically that. Lovely. The stone pillar in front of you looms like a hive in an alien apiary. You leave it behind for somewhere more tranquil, which is 434. In a quiet cove, a light breeze tickles your cheek. Oh. We can wander, scan, inspire, relax, bathe, or trap. Trap? I'm going to trap an animal and then be its friend. Trap? I'm not good at that. I can't help it. But let's give it a go. We haven't had befriend yet, so we have got 2 difficulties to trap an animal. Can't help this action in any way, so it's just going to be 2 dice. And both health. So 1 can go there, get me a boost cube, but I'm full up. Should have used a couple, actually. Getting me a overpower token. And then I would have had space. Oh well. The other one, I think we're going to have to lose health. We can re-roll. We can spend a boost cube from here and re-roll it to something else. Maybe. It's still health. So gain a take token if the result is unchanged. Try again. I don't want to spend all of these. It's time, which can go there. You notice movement in the brush, so you set a basic trap and wait for it to spring. Set a challenge die to time, morale, or health to represent the trap. Read the options below. Morale is try and gain an animal companion, so I want that. So we will set one to morale, which is the star, then roll 3 others. If any of them match the set die, gain the resulting benefit once. I want an animal companion, please. So we want one matching thing. These dice just came from here and just want to go back afterwards. And we're looking for a morale. We've got a morale. The animal is scared, but complacent. You will have to work to gain its trust. Gain animal 851. But wait till I tell you about this menagerie. This is a bamboo mantis. So basically, we have got to do the engage actions to get boost cubes on this. And we can spend 2 boost from it. The animal is now loyal to you. Replace it with this animal. I really want to upgrade that mech suit. Let's try buying something. That's one of those actions. We've got $4. To buy something from a traveling merchant is too difficulty. I'm just going to roll the dice. And we have got 2 morale. So 1 can go there because this is an engage action. Put in a boost cube on there. And soon we'll reset and be able to do it again. And you have morale, but I can't put any extra cubes on there. A traveling merchant offers you the opportunity to buy a special product to support one of the 6 actions. Choose one or gain a boost. Ooh. So we could gain a silly mask, which improves engage. A crab grip pliers improves health. So I've only got $4, so not worth thinking about the other things. Improve engage, seem to be doing that a lot. And I want a silly mask, so I'll spend 3 of the $4 to get 1039. And so the silly mask, so we can have an extra space if we're befriending, diffusing, or entertaining. When placed, gain a boost cube on each sentient card. I've only got 1, and he's already full. But it would have helped improve the relationship quicker, wouldn't it? The disguise, if you would gain a curse, don't gain it. If we've got boost cubes on this, and we gain them, similar to the mantis, by putting things on there, we've also got one for specific engage actions. Befriend, diffuse, entertain. Okay, I wonder what master does on my character. Let's try that. Master some survival skills. You can do this once per game. 5. So I'll spend my token, so it's only 4. And so we reset, because there's no dice available. 1, 2, 3, 4. And, ooh, many morale. So we can pop one on there. We can't get the boost cube, but we could then spend a boost to re-roll these unplaced morale results. 1's a blank. That's nice. I can do it again. I've got more cubes on it. I can pop you there. It's a purple action, wasn't it? So time I could put on there. And then, yeah, let's re-roll the morale again. Maybe we'll get a blank. And we get a blank. Lovely. So, happy with that. You master some skills that may help you survive on this planet. Gain experience card 1458, a help, and an overpower. So, I'm going to reserve a card in my grid to make space. Oh, my grid's full. Gain Destiny 1705. We gained this before. Don't tell anyone. Our Destiny is to survive until help arrives. Whenever a player ends their turn, they may add a token here. If they do, they gain a boost on their character. The game ends if there are 6 tokens here. So we could maybe do an epic victory here. We need to find another animal and make friends with that one. But the experience. So we get boost on it by doing help actions. If full, at the end of turn, you must lose this card, gain a take and an overpower, and then you can replace your character with 1445. So this is in my reserve. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4 reserve slots, and I can spend boost from here to put reserved cards back in the grid. But for now, that's out of the grid and not active. So that's cool. I want to do something orange now. It's tempting. We've got a green. We could upgrade the mech suit. Let's go west from where we are. 114, so a 1-cost move action, which is going to lose me some health, but we have luckily got some spots for move actions. Pop you there while I remember that the boost cost's gone. 114, please. A small clearing in the forest reveals a wishing well. What do you wish for? I wish for engage actions, so I can do the wild animal thing. So 114, engage. Wish for fame. 1 difficulty. I do want to roll the die though, so I could make it free, but I want to pop you on there and put the boost on there, and we will then make the animal loyal in a minute. But for now, gain sentient 1326, a time and an engage. We've gained the time back. This is Surge the Translator. We get 2 boost on it. All challenge dice on this slots in the sentient gain the lightning bolt, so anyone could use them in a multiplayer game, or gain a boost on your character or another sentient. And we can also flirt with this sentient and learn from them. We haven't tried to learn from the sentient yet, really. Let's see. I'm going to replace... I'm going to put the silly mask into my reserve. I'm not getting rid of it. But then I'm going to spend the boost cubes from here, because the bamboo mantis is now loyal to me. 852. Replace with 852. I think we keep the dice on it. When placed, get a boost cube. Charm. If interacting with a sentient or animal, re-roll up to 2 challenge dice by spending the boost from my loyal friend, the bamboo mantis. Well, we found the wishing well. I think I want to go south from the wishing well. I don't know why. 109. Do we have any perils getting their morale? But, we can do movement there, can't we? So 109. You'll find yourself breathing down the neck of a small animal who, like you, is observing a tall sentient in the clearing. Push, spy, greet, offer, rob, attack. I don't want to attack or rob. Offer to join my menagerie. Don't want to push. Could just spy and have a look out. Could just greet and say hello. Might be greeting the sentient, though. I'll make an offer. Yeah, let's make an offer. I don't really know what would interact with the animal in this case. Offer your support to the sentient. 6! Oh dear. Well, we've got 1 help can be used here. 2, 3, 4. Reset. 5, 6. That's 5. 6. Okay, we have got... Refresh can go there. Blank can stay there. Morale can go there and build back the boost cubes for this. We've got time can go there. What am I doing? Offering, not creating. It was green. Or we can have a green up there, which is going to put a boost cube on my experience card, which is something we want. And then, there's a health one here. The mech suit's full, though. Maybe we should do that upgrade. 8 dice, but it'll reset when you do it. I think we've got a lot of stuff here. Let's see what happens with this. The sentient seems incredibly uncomfortable that you would offer them your support, but they eventually consent to you accompanying them on their journey south. They insist upon paying you. Gain $3, and then you may gain sentient 1350 if you do go south to 104. Yeah, why not? Come along. Going to be a grid of sentients. So I think we're going to put the blood kelp in the reserve. Pop Coral the herbalist in here. Gets 2 boost. Gain a boost on an adjacent card or view page 30 in the Book of Vantages. Could get boosts on the experience card. So we're going south to 104. An animal holding a mysterious cloak in its paws stands near a trapdoor glaring at you. The roar of a waterfall at your back fills the air. Coax could hunt. Maybe we've got to hunt every time to get them into the menagerie. It worked last time. Could we coax him into a menagerie? Can you be coaxed into a menagerie? Let's try hunting, because it worked before. But I want to be friends. So 1 difficulty. Hunt the animal. So I'm just going to use the die for this. It is a refresh. So yeah, it's just going to go back to the challenge pool. We're not going to do anything with that. So what's happening? As you reach for your weapon, the animal vanishes into thin air. You have a few seconds to study the details of your current location before there's a flurry of movement in the grove. Then the trapdoor slams shut. Go to 511. The hunters become the huntee. Following a flurry of invisible movement, the creature is nowhere to be found. Yet you sense they're still somewhere in this tranquil clearing atop a waterfall. Can intimidate them. Solve? Are they up the ladder? Solve. Solve the mystery of the grove. 3. Okay. Don't have anything to pay, so it's just in the roll. We can get rid of a couple of things with this, I think. So, Surge the Translator should have a couple of boost on them. Otherwise, we'd have lost them. So, blank is fine. Time spent on a purple is lovely and gets us a boost on the Book of Animals. That I should maybe have a look at after this. And then we can pay a boost to put this on there, or we can just let it go back to the pool, which I'll do. Okay. What's the mystery of the grove? Surveying the area, you can tell that several pieces of the mysterious cloak have torn off in the grove. You must identify at least 5 pieces. Subtle differences between location 104, which you can't look at, and card 511 before opening the trap door. Read entry 511 in the Book of Secrets for the solution. How close were you paying attention? There's a lot covered up. Like, the text box was huge before, so it can't be that. That snapped. The flowers have gone away. This branch is broke. The ladder's got a break in it. What's that for? The trapdoor's shut. Does that count? I don't want to show you the Book of Secrets. So, the trampled flowers. Correct. Missing fruit in the basket. I don't think I said that. Broken branches on the small tree. Yes. An invisible patch up in this tree. Yes. And the footprints by the creek. To be honest, I can't see the footprints by the creek. Now I've been told about them. Anyway, if you succeed, gain the Cloak of Invisibility and do nothing else here. If you fail, gain 2 random skills. You are now on this location. 2 random skills. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to move on, aren't we? But, do you know what? I want to upgrade a mech suit. 2, and then reset. 4, 6, 8 difficulty. Should have done this at the beginning. Pay a boost cube to be able to do it. This could go very badly. But I could have been roaming around in a spaceship this whole time. So only a couple of blanks is a bit of a shame. So I can put you there. It's green. So that costs me a boost cube to put something on that. Your morale can go there and get us a boost cube back on there. We want something going on green anyway to put another boost on my experience. You can just go back to the pool. I can re-roll the star. Maybe it could be a blank. Hey! Oh, actually, I want to start putting cubes on this to try and succeed at this as well. Should be remembering that at the end of turns. Oh, and we've got a time there. Perfect. Lovely. So, upgrade this into an advanced vehicle. Replace this with a partial spaceship 1434 and gain Destiny 1606. We've got a second destiny. Our other destiny is upgrade into a spaceship. Upgrade vehicles until you have a fully functional spaceship. If you do, you can complete the destiny by reading this thing in the Book of Secrets. I like that destiny better than survive until help arrives. I'm going to help him myself. Right, the mech has changed. So that goes back into the dice pool. And we lose these boosts. We've got a partial spaceship that we can ride. So 3 boost cubes will get us a time back. And for 9 dice and a boost cube, so need to do a move action, basically, to get a boost cube on there to be able to afford this. And 9 dice could be a bit tricky. I've lost my lovely... Put this back. And a health one. Might not be as good, this. We're going to go south from here, which is a star. Find me book, 511. Hike south around a waterfall, 5 difficulty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset, 5. And, a couple of blanks is nice. So we have got health. I've lost my mech suit now. But we can put a move thing on there, which now gets a boost cube, so we could try and upgrade in a sec. I want someone else for my menagerie. Time can go on there. There's another movement one somewhere. There. Lovely. You clamber down the steep slope and carefully hop along a series of small islands before finding firmer ground. Go to 475. A wiry rodent the size of a house cat stiffens as you approach, its nose lifting to identify your intentions. Coax, feed, catch, hunt. Catch. I need to join my menagerie. Hunt might do that. Coax might do that. I'd like to be more coaxy than catchy, but surely catch is what I want to do. But I have got 3 engage things. Well, the green one might help because that could do my experience. Feed him and then he might join me. I want to do the experience thing. Feed 475. So it's 2 on the green to feed him. Blank is fine, and a health can go on there, getting me a boost in here. And at the end of the turn, we're gonna lose the experience. If you have flora or food, I do have flora. Hey, I've got this blood kelp. Let the animal nibble on part of it, then gain animal 831. It's a long-nosed rat. And we want to do some take actions to make him loyal. We are going to lose. So what do we want to remove from here? Maybe the Book of Animals, because now I've got the animals. I never looked in the Book of Vantages. Sorry. But we want to do take actions to make him loyal. Okay. End of turn. We could keep doing things on this destiny, but I think we want to upgrade into a spaceship rather than the other thing. Okay. You must lose this card. So you go back and gain a help and a attack, overpower. You may then replace your character, transfer their boosts with 1445. We have now become Ariel the Engineer, the Survivor. Reroll your challenge dice until the result changes. Treat all of your turnarounds as blanks or transfer a reserved card into your grid. Ignore heat damage. The tops are the same, we can buy and equip and stuff. Lovely. Oh, we've got a space. Could spend that boost cube putting something back. But let's see. I'm going to keep going south. See if we can see what this sentient wanted. 149. It's just one move action. It's a blank. Maybe it was the long-nosed rat. But our option is probably going to be the take thing. There is magic in these hills if you stand in the right place at the right time. I'm impressed you've made it this far, given how steep the hill is to the south. We've come from the north, so it's probably going to be tough to keep going south. We can dance, inspect, consult, build, gather, or dig. Gather, because it will help us with the rat. X, gather intel from the traveller. So I choose what the difficulty of this is. I'm going to say 4. I'm going to spend a take, so I'm only doing 3 dice. And, oh, 2 blanks, lovely. So you can go on there and get me a boost cube. So we said 4. If someday you decide to leave this lush planet, use towers like those to the southwest to send a signal to those searching for you. For your next action this turn, decrease the cost by X. Also gain Destiny 1598 and continue. Continue means we can do another thing here. And our new Destiny, triangulate a rescue signal. Transmit signals from 3 different towers. Ooh. Okay, next up, we are going to research upgrading this spaceship. That might give me a token, right? Research 1606 here. So it's 2 difficulty research action. 1, reset everything. 2, and you could go back to the middle, but we've got purple actions here. Or 1 space for a purple action. Have we got one specific time? We have. That'll get me a boost cube. Lovely. The people of this world transverse the planet in a variety of ways, and almost any vehicle can be upgraded into something better. If you repeat this process enough times, you'll find yourself in a motley but fully functional spaceship. Gain 2 help, everyone else gains 1. And then I think we're going to go for upgrade this, so I'll use 2 tokens. Oh, that action would have been reduced by 4, wouldn't it? I should have done the spaceship. Oh, that was daft. Oh well. So yeah, let's upgrade it. So I've got me 2 tokens. There's me boost. So it's going to cost 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this could be a bit worrying. And then we've just got to make friends with the rat. So blanks. I don't mind you going back to the middle. So it's a green action. It's not a heal action though. It's not create. We're upgrading. Oh dear, I think we've gone a bit wrong here. I can spend a boost cube from him to put 1 out on there. And then I think we can re-roll. Can re-roll 1 until it's something different. So this was time, wasn't it? Oh, blank. Lovely. Do it again. Re-roll until we've got something other than time on here. A blank. Lovely. So we've got to take a health penalty. But replace this with a fully functional spaceship. 1033. It's a spaceship, everybody. Ignore upon arrival damage. We haven't seen any of that yet. Spaceship, as a move action for 2 difficulty, ride, pair your current region with its sky location and move there. We just got to make friends with the animal, which I could do by swindling a sentience. Let's do it. Let's swindle the one that's happiest, Iggy the Glassblower. So swindle 1341. So it's 2 difficulty. Haven't got any tokens, so it's just going to cost me 2 dice. A blank is lovely, and you can go on there getting me a boost cube, and we can make that animal loyal in a minute. Choose 1. Fool the sentient into believing you're raising funds to create a new orb for this area. Perfectly execute a long con involving a stolen identity, a bait and switch, and a big twist at the end, lose a time. Or convince the sentient that you saw a stone sentient bullying a sand centipede and they should let you hold their coin purse while they check it out. Lose the sentient and gain $11. Let's gain 5. But the thing I most wanted to do was spend these 2 boost cubes to get this loyal rat 1124. Ooh, if I use him for a take action, I get a money and a boost cube as well now. Got a boost cube on him and can fetch, reduced the cost of an interior location's take action to 0. Nice. Okay, right now, I have got a loyal animal plus 1 per player. I know there's stuff that I haven't done in this, but that's kind of the point of the game, isn't it? There's loads of extra things you could do. And I've upgraded into a spaceship. So let's have a look in the Book of Secrets, which I've put somewhere, you are surrounded with an array of curious animals. You may either gain Destiny 1602, I'm already reaching for it, to pursue an epic victory with it or any other Destiny. Place it in the center and each player gains a random skill. Blue. Move. Escape on an Elder Dragon. All players escape the planet on an Elder Dragon. Well, I kind of want to make that my Destiny now. Or you can just end the game in a mission victory. We're going to do an epic victory because I have done a Destiny, not that one, but we have a fully functional spaceship, 1606 in the Book of Secrets. Step by step, vehicle by vehicle, you worked your way up into a spaceship that, if you can say so yourself, is even better than the original. It's time to head home. The game ends and you achieve an epic victory if you also completed the mission. We did complete the mission. An epic victory. Lovely. Yeah, got surrounded with some nice cards, got some very nice rolls early on, lots of lovely blanks. But yeah, even from the bits that we found in the locations that we were at, I didn't get the invisibility cloak. There's loads of options that I didn't choose. I never flew around on my spaceship. We did get experience, which was lovely. I would love to have escaped on an Elder Dragon. If I'd just concentrated on that early, if I'd gotten that a bit earlier and hadn't made any progress towards a Destiny, I would definitely be looking for that Elder Dragon because you can research of where you might find it, I'm sure. But yeah, really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. Maybe we'll do another one because just starting the game again will give you a vastly different thing. You saw in the start, like you'd be potentially a different character, but also like the role at the start gives you a different mission. You get taken to a different place based on your character, and then a role takes you somewhere random from that very starting card. So yeah, loads of different just starts, never mind the, what is it, like 800 location cards in it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you for the next game. Bye.